Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do.
Wait, no sir.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
What just happened?
Scooby-Doo, I know we'll catch that villain.
Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with 31 horror toys in 31 days! And today we're looking at Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo and the Headless Horseman. How could you have October go by and not take a look at the Headless Horseman? This is Series 2 of the Scooby-Doo 2-packs. Last year I did, it was at Frankenstein and the Wolfman, so this year they got some pretty good ones. But this is the only one that I've actually seen out there, which was a bit disappointing. I would really like to have found the Velma and the Ghost, but alas, I did not. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Scooby and the Headless Horseman in package, and I gotta say, I love these 2-packs with the old villains. I think that is just super darn cool. We get some really cool haunted house look in the background. It's got Scooby, it's got Series 2 up there. The packaging is really cool, I definitely dig that. And it's got Scooby's little collar on the sides of it, so just kind of a close-up. It's got Scooby-Dooby-Doo, and there they are, looking all kinds of cool. Love the background back there. I think that looks pretty neat. And of course it's got the Scooby logo up there, and then his collar looking all kinds of cool. Back of the packaging, it's got a little write-up for both Scooby and the Headless Horseman. This is something that Marvel should be doing on their Marvel Legends, damn it. But we got the Headless Horseman, there's Scooby, all the other figures in the line that you can get, which this is a pretty decent line. I really would have liked to have seen the zombie, the Cutler's Ghost, there's the general regular ghost there. Witch Doctor would have been kind of fun too, but the only one they had was the Headless Horseman, which is a bit of a shame. So yeah, there's the artwork of the two together. Here is the bio on Scooby. If you want to pause and read that, you're more than welcome to. And then here's the bio on the Headless Horseman. If you want to pause and read that, you are more than welcome to. And then here are the other figures in the wave. Looking all kinds of cool. Definitely pretty neat. I am digging them. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get Scooby and the Headless Horseman out of box and see what we think. So here we have Scooby and the Headless Horseman out of the packaging, and you know, they look really, really good. Now, the Scooby-Doo is the same exact figure that we got from the first series. In fact, I think this figure probably comes a lot with all the Scooby-Doo toys, which, you know, on one hand is kind of nice because he's pretty easily to get, but I mean, you know, he's the title character, but at the same time, I feel like you have to buy this guy over and over to get figures that you don't have. So, I think I would rather have seen in Series 2 of this line some variations of these figures. Maybe the one where he's got, like, the mask that was on his head when he was running away, you know, in the opening scene or something. Something to differentiate this Scooby from the previous wave. I don't know. The Headless Horseman, though, oh, this is probably my favorite villain that I've gotten out of the series so far. And I'll kind of go into more of that as to why when we take a closer look at the guy. So as far as articulation on these figures, so Scooby, pretty articulated for a dog. His head spins back and forth at the neck. His legs spin all the way around at the top. They do get hampered because of the hind quarter. And he's got a single joint at the knee. I guess you would call that a knee. Same thing on this side over here. His hind quarters also go all the way around at the top, and then they have a single jointed knee there, and then his tail is also articulated, so he can wag his tail. So yeah, not too bad for a kid's toy. Definitely dig that. Very cartoon accurate, very cool looking. And this is, I think, where the set just really excels. I love this figure. I like the way it looks. I like the way it's sculpted. And the jacket, the whole outfit, very, very nice. So much detail. It's like a soft rubber. Not only on the kind of cloak that he's wearing, but also on the skirt on his coat, and it kind of matches that feel, although it's kind of a harder plastic, but it has the same texture, which is really, really nice. Now, his articulation, his little pumpkin head, does turn, but it's hampered because of the coat, so that's a bit of a shame. His arm goes about that far forward. It goes back. It gets kind of caught because of the coat, but it does spin around. So if you really wanted to, you can get it to go into more dynamic pose, I guess. He's got a single jointed elbow. Same over here. It goes a little higher on this side than the other side. He has a twist at the waist, which is awesome. His leg kicks that far up because of the coat. It does not kick back very far at all, and then it has a single joint at the knee, nothing at the ankles or at the wrists, which, for being the type of toy it is actually pretty articulated. He's way more articulated than the previous figures I've received in the previous wave. So taking a closer look at the Headless Horseman, again, I really do like the sculpt on the figure. It looks just like the villain did in the cartoon series. The orange is a little orange on the pumpkin, but it looks like the show. It's the coat and costume that really get it for me. All the wrinkles in detail on this kind of overthrow cape that he's got going on. Very, very nice. All the sculpted detail in the cape is just absolutely amazing looking. I think they did a great job with it. It feels good. It's rugged. All the joints on the figure, very, very nice. If you took this figure and added some black wash and some dry brushing, I mean, it would look just spectacular sitting up on a Halloween shelf. So taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, that cloak just kind of drapes down, looking really cool. The coat itself, again, very, very nice, very detailed. The hands are kind of goofy in the outstretched reach, but I think that's the pose that he was in when he went to go grab the Scooby Gang and chased them off in the cartoon. The huge cuffs on the arms look really nice. And then again, we get all that detail on the coat as it drapes down. I just really want to take some black wash to the figure and just bring all that sculpted detail out in the pumpkin head and the coat, the cloak, and just the jacket. Everything just looks so, so nicely done. And finally, looking at the legs of the figure, I love how the coat kind of comes down, the way it hangs open, his boots, how high they go up. The gray color looks nice. The way that the cloak just kind of has this nice flow around at the bottom of the figure just looks really nice, really well done, very dynamic. It looks flowing, which works really, really well. Again, that sculpt work just so nice. The boots are a little light gray, kind of like the head to me, but again, it's very reminiscent of that old cartoon, and I think it works for the sculpt. I just like to see some black wash on it, like usual. So taking a closer look at Scooby-Doo himself, again, if you've gotten the figure from Wave 1, it's the same figure. This has come with a few different toy packs, but, I mean, there's a reason. They've nailed the cartoon likeness perfectly. He does have some really good articulation as far as a dog toy goes. I'm really digging that. They got the color of his collar perfect. He's got his little spots. I would say the biggest drawback on this figure would be the underside. They've got the big black stamp on the bottom of his chest. I think they could have hidden that a little bit better. Other than that, I mean, I can't complain much. Maybe a little articulation in the ankles of the paws, and maybe some head articulation at the top of the neck to go with the bottom of the neck around the collar. For comparison, here we have Scooby and the Headless Horseman with the only other villain and toy, really, that I have that has a pumpkin head. It's Jack-O-Lantern from Marvel Legends, which is kind of interesting to see these two types of toys together and see their good old-fashioned round pumpkin headedness. And yeah, I don't know, it's kind of strange and very Halloween-y. So is Scooby-Doo and the Headless Horseman something that you want in your Scooby collection? Absolutely yes. If you collect this line, this is definitely one that you want to get. This is one of the main villains from the original series. He's, I believe, in the opening credits of Season 1, maybe Season 2, I don't know. Leave a comment down below if you know for sure. I just don't want to go look it up. And I love it. This is by far my favorite villain out of any of the series, mainly because of the sculpt of the coat and the cape and the articulation that he's got. This looks really, really nice, and a customizer can go in, add some black wash, maybe a little dry brushing, and this would make a phenomenal figure up on a horror shelf. The Scooby-Doo figure itself, I mean, it nails the cartoon character. As far as likeness goes, you can't go wrong. Again, at the beginning of the video, I had said that the only downfall is you keep getting the same Scooby Gang characters over and over. And I don't know if it's that way with the human characters. I haven't really noticed too much, but it's definitely the same Scooby over and over, and I'd like a variation of that in the series. Other than that, you can't really complain too much. So there he is, Scooby-Doo and the Headless Horseman for 31 horror toys in 31 days!
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.